What I want to talk about today is living in the present, and that means living in the present. I mean, the title kind of just, speaks for itself. Hey guys, welcome to Committed to Calm. My name is Christy. If this is your first time, welcome. Thank you for coming to my channel. If you like what you hear, then please subscribe because there will be more videos coming shortly. And if you are already subscribed, then welcome back. All right, today I'm going to talk about something that's really important, so let's get into it now. Have you ever driven somewhere and you got to the destination and you're sitting in your car parked in the spot and you realize that you don't really remember the trip to the location? You know how you got there. You know you took all the right roads. You know you did everything right. You know you made it there safely, thank goodness. But you weren't really paying attention. It was like your brain was on automatic or something. It's kind of weird. And sometimes I've been, it scared me because I thought, if a car had slammed on their brakes in front of me, would I have noticed? Chances are I would have. But it was like my brain was just on autopilot. And I know that everybody's experienced this that drives. If you are younger and you have not been driving, you will experience this, and sometimes the adults that you're with experience it. They probably just don't tell you. But what I want to talk about is why it's important to live in this moment, in the present moment that you're in. What are some of the benefits to it? And then how you can actually practice that. Different things that I talk about on this channel are going to require practice. They're not going to be things that, you're going to hear this and suddenly, I get it. And then you're just automatically going to do it. Living in the present, it's just like, it's really been an important part of my experience and my journey to becoming a more calm and better individual. It has actually saved me from a lot of borrowed fear from the future and heartache from the past. Staying present means there's something that you can do right now. The past is already gone. The future hasn't happened yet. What we do have at any given time is the very present moment. Simple, but sometimes it's hard to remember, especially if you're like me and you get stuck in your head thinking about things. Here's something that I have learned about mindfulness. I guess I feel like using mindfulness and living in the present, to me, it's interchangeable because it's pretty much the same thing. Being mindful is automatically going to make your life better. And here's why. If you're in a good situation, of course, being mindful of that time is going to be good because you're going to end up, having memories. It's going to create memories because you're focusing and you're paying attention to that time. On the flip side of it is if you are being present in a moment that is ugly and not so good. Now, I'm not talking about moments where, like, horrific moments, where bad, like, abuse type things are happening. I'm just talking about, a moment where a friend is mad at you or something's happening and someone's blaming you for something you really didn't do, or maybe somebody's blaming you for something you think you didn't do or you think you're not responsible for. Being present means paying attention even when the situation is ugly, even when the situation is not so great, even if you're hearing something from someone that you don't want to hear. Not every ugly moment either involves you and someone else. Sometimes it's just you by yourself and you're thinking, and maybe you're coming across something that you're struggling with. Paying attention to the details of that moment, to that moment that you're in right then, even if it's tears or whatever it is, paying attention to that very moment can bring your awareness to things that you need to change to create a better future for yourself. So it's not about not thinking about the past at all. It's not about not thinking about the future at all. It's about being mindful of where you are right now. Let me just say this. I am very interested in learning from things that have happened in my past, and that is my childhood, that's, family issues, whatever. I'm interested in that, but this is what I've learned from that particular area. If you are going to delve into your past, and I mean really delve into it, and issues or people who've really hurt you or things like that, please find a good therapist and do it with some kind of therapist or counselor or something like that, it is really difficult to really be able to pull yourself out of a situation that you were actually involved in and see it from the right perspective. So I just want to say that living in the past, thinking constantly about the past, isn't going to help you now unless you're getting the proper kind of help. And that's my opinion. Take it or leave it, but that's how I feel about that. Here's some of the benefit to being mindful, and I have notes here, so that's why I'm looking down. It reduces stress. You notice more, so you have memories that you can actually hold on to. It helps you develop peace. It helps you develop positivity because you're focused on, the things that are around you, the beauty of nature, those types of things. And then another thing that I think is absolutely huge, especially when it comes to personal growth, is it takes away denial. It takes away denial. So if you are engaging in activities or engaging in a certain mindset that says everyone else is at fault, I'm not at fault, or, and I'm preaching to me too. I'm not just saying this to everybody else out there. These are things that I have personally struggled with, and then I've also dealt with people who are in such denial that they can't even take responsibility for their own actions. So it's important to live in the moment, because in the moment you see what you're responsible for, and you can't blame someone else for your behavior. Denial is one of those things that if you live in, you're never going to get free. No matter how much you want to, you are never going to get free as long as you are in denial. So one way to help yourself not be in denial, truthfully, we all need to and should want to not have a skewed view of reality, because when we do that, we're not helping ourselves, and we're certainly not helping those around us. Being present, being mindful keeps you grounded in reality. If you get stuck and you're having problems, being present because you're so used to being in your head and thinking about the past or being afraid of the future, and there's just always something other than right this moment. Maybe this moment seems boring to you. Let's just say, for example, all right, I'm sitting here. Let's say I'm not talking to the camera. I'm sitting here and my mind is a million miles away. My mind is thinking about something sad. It makes me unhappy to think about it. It's frustrating. It's upsetting. It's something I can't do anything about. I can take these flowers right here, which I didn't even mean to do that. I didn't bring them down here for that. I wanted them to be in my screenshot, but it wasn't wide enough. Anyway, but I can look at these flowers, and I mean, to me, this one's not open. They're really pretty. They're crisp. I love the different colors about them. You can get busy doing something, they smell good. You can teach yourself to be in the present just by saying, okay, I'm going to engage in what's happening right now. You can look around a room and you can find something to look at. You can find something and just practice that. The more that you start practicing being aware of things around you, aware of what's going on, the more you're going to automatically do that and not get caught in the sadness of the past or the fear of the future. You'll be able to create really good experiences and memories. Use all 5 of your senses. What do you hear? When you're sitting, let's say you go out on the front porch and it's raining. It's freezing right now, so I like to think about things like, spring. So let's say you go out and it's raining and you're sitting on your porch. It's like, what do you hear? What do you feel? What do you smell? It's like when I go out and I do that, I'm smelling the earth. I'm hearing the sound of the rain, and I'm hearing some chirping from birds, depending on where they're at. I'm hearing the thunder. I'm seeing the lightning. I'm seeing the way that the rain is coming down. Use all 5 of your senses. Keep those activated. There's so much to explore and learn in this world, wherever you are. I love spending time in my car because I can just look out at the sky and just observe the different clouds are constantly changing. I can observe what people are doing. I can people watch. I'd prefer to be looking at nature, but usually I drive to places where I can enjoy nature. roll your windows down. Not right now because it's cold, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you can roll your windows down and you feel the breeze coming through. Pay attention to that. Meditation is something that's really great for being mindful. And that is just, closing your eyes. It takes a lot of practice, by the way, especially for someone like me that like overthinks everything. I've learned to do it, and I'm getting a lot better at it. But, close your eyes, pay attention to your breath, pay attention to the sound that your breath is making, pay attention to the feelings, slow your breath down, be in control, because you can be in control of you, even if you think you can't. When you're meditating, basically all you're doing is you're trying to clear your mind of the thoughts. No, I take that back. It's not clearing your mind of the thoughts. It's letting the thoughts just kind of roll through. And it does take practice. But once you get good at it, it's like you can allow the traffic of your mind to just go on by, and you just sit there and take a break and stay focused on your breath or the music you're listening to, or just being still. When we think of meditation, we think of someone sitting, just sitting upright, in the meditative position, where it's like the Indian style, whatever. I meditate a lot laying down because I don't fall asleep easily, so I'm not going to fall asleep. Another thing that you can do that it has absolutely been a positive experience for me, and that is to create spaces wherever you are in your home. Make that space something that is special to you. We want to impress people when they come over, sure. We want to do the latest trends, but if you're living in your home and you're not enjoying the experience of being in the rooms that you're in, then it's time to rethink how you're decorating, rethink how you're doing things. I realize that something that I love is plants. I love plants. I love the fact that they're alive. I love the color. I started putting plants everywhere. I did that for me. People like that, people like the spaces that I've made, but I make them for me. I make them, I decorate spaces so that they are accommodating to the kind of feeling that I want to have, so that I can go and kind of sneak away into any room of my house, really, and find my peace and my quiet there, including the bathroom, just saying. Also, you can create routines. Routines are awesome. If you start creating routines, then you can start really paying attention to what's happening in those moments during those times. So it kind of gives you more of a calm sense, because you kind of know what comes next. I'll give you an example really quick, something that I really enjoy doing. And I did not enjoy doing it before because I don't like doing housework, and I certainly don't like doing gross dishes. But I have learned to kind of love it. And here's why. Because I've done dishes, I do them by hand, and I've done them for so long that I kind of have I can do them pretty fast. But what I love is that really warm, hot, sudsy water. If someone comes in to do dishes after I've already filled up the sink, they're usually like, oh my gosh, they pull their hands back, oh my gosh, why is this water so hot? I love it. It feels good to me. And I always it's therapeutic. I enjoy the warmth of the water. So just start paying attention to things like that, and you will find yourself enjoying your experiences as they happen, instead of, like when you're driving and you end up at a destination and you don't know how you got there. Start paying attention to how you got from the beginning of your day to the end of your day. And I'd like to know if you practice that, let's practice it for a week and let me know what your experience is. Or if you have any ideas yourself, comment below. Tell me, what do you do to be more mindful, to stay more mindful, to be more connected to yourself, to be more connected to the present? I would love to know that. And that's pretty much all I have for today. I hope that you got a lot out of this. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do, and click the bell, so they say. And I hope you have a really great day, and I hope that you stay committed to calm. Have a good day. Bye.